Hey guys, it's John here again. In this video, I'm going to show you the 25 albums that I would grab off of my shelf as quickly as possible and be out the door if there was the house was on fire. I only want to do 25 because that's enough to grab really quick if you've got big hands and out the door. I've just probably shown you what some of them are. Sorry. But yeah, can you imagine if your house was on fire and you had to pull out some records really quick? So either take CDs or records. CDs are cheaper to replace. Records not so. So yeah, it would be a very scary time if your house was on fire. I've had that moment where I was told, your flat's on fire, John. Now, I raced home so bloody fast to get there years and years ago that I was like absolutely, the adrenaline was rushing so fast. I was scared. I was so scared of what I was going to encounter. Luckily, it was only an air fryer thingy that had caught fire on top of the hob because it got hot, because the hob had been switched on accidentally and it just caught the thing on fire. It had melted it, but it wasn't even a big fire. So yeah, fire brigade were called. No damage to the flat, which thank God that was the situation, because other people have it worse than that. But yeah, these are the albums I would pull out really quickly. There are obviously others that I've even thought of now. So if you're looking for any Skid Row, sorry, there's none in here. But the first album I should have pulled out. But yeah, 25, I've stuck to that. So we're going to start with this one. These are no particular order, just these are the albums I've pulled out and had a good thought about it. There's no live albums, okay? No live albums at all, or best of compilations or nothing. Just purely studio albums. Megadeth's So Far, So Good, So What, Set the World Afire, Mary Jane, 502, In My Darkest Hour, Liar, and Hook in Mouth. Those were the ones that made me choose this. I love this album, really do. Anarchy in the UK, it's alright. It's not fantastic, but Into the Lungs of Hell, just that as well, the intro. Yeah, that one's always been really my favourite 80s Megadeth album. And I should have picked up, I'm not going to say, because I've ruined it for you already. I haven't picked up Rust in Peace, and I should have. So that would be in the pile, but this was the first one I picked up that I love. Deep Purple, Come Taste the Band. Third album with David Coverdale. First one with Tommy Bolin. And the third one with Glenn Hughes. And fantastic album. My favourite of theirs, actually. 1975. And yeah, I would definitely pick that up. Mainly for the songs Drifter, You Keep On Moving, which is killer. Coming Home, Lady Luck, Getting Tighter, Dealer, I Need Love. I love this. I really do. It is a chill out album, bit of a groove, and I'm not really into funk music, but this has got a bit of that, and so will one of the others I show you. Next album, The Unforgettable Fire, 1984. This is my favourite U2 album. The title track is my favourite U2 song, and I love this album. I never tire of it. I put it on when I'm doing jobs in the shed and stuff like that, and Just absolutely love it. And it's a very chilled out album and a bit rocking and stuff like that. Yeah, love it. And next one, talking of funky albums by Deep Purple, Stormbringer. So Glenn Hughes has brought a bit of that to this. That would be the reason why Richie Blackmore left, because it wasn't going in the direction he wanted. So, but I love this, and it is a very cool album. And Stormbringer, the title, Lady Double Dealer, Holy Man, all those sort of songs, Soldier of Fortune, The Gypsy, which Whitesnake, David Coverdale redid with the purple Whitesnake purple album thing. Right, I'm going to get slack for this because this is the only Judas Priest album in this. And it is my favourite, 1982's Screaming for Vengeance. Love it to bits. There's only one song on there I don't like, and that's Pain and Pleasure. I'm just fed up with it. But the rest of the album I love to bits. Love the cover. It's just, you know, from the intro of the Hellion through to Electric Eye, goosebumps. And Screaming for Vengeance, that live one they did, the live one which was at the Us Festival, I think it was, Screaming for Vengeance, that was killer as well. But yeah, absolutely awesome. Deep Purple's Burn, first one with David Coverdale, first one with Glenn Hughes, and again, some really classic rock tracks on here. Burn, Might Just Take Your Life, Sail Away, You Fool No One, and yeah, Mistreated. Amazing time for David Coverdale and that band, really. Ozzy Osbourne's Bark at the Moon, just awesome album, from the start to the finish. Jakey Lee is on fire with this, and I just love this era of Ozzy. The first albums up till No Rest for the Wicked. No More Tears I'm a bit bored of. I find that album it was brilliant back in the day, but I don't listen to it anymore. Maybe a couple of songs, that's it. But this is just the dogs, or the wolf's balonies. Yeah. Let's just swap this around a bit. UFO, the first album that got me into UFO. It's a Blind Buy, No Place to Run, 1980, and this is without Schenker, and it is absolutely fab. I love this to bits. It is from start to finish just killer for the time. You think this is 1980? I can't think of many albums from that time that I listen to or love every single song and can listen to it without skipping a song. Probably On Through the Night by Def Leppard, the first Iron Maiden album. There's not many, but yeah, go and check this out. I've always said check this album out. It is awesome. Another Aussie one, and the first one with Zakk Wylde. Why did I say Jake? But yeah, No Rest for the Wicked, and this is just killer. Demon Alcohol, Fire in the Sky, which is probably the best song on here, along with the one that's not even put on here. Where's that gone? where is Hero? Hero's not on here. I don't wanna be your hero. That's not even on here. That's really odd because it's on the CD. So yeah, Miracle Man, awesome. Devil's Daughter, yes. Crazy Babies, I can do without. Breaking All the Rules is killer. Bloodbath in Paradise, killer. They're all killer except for Crazy Babies. And Hero, one of my favorite songs, and it's not on that album on that vinyl. Weird. 1988's No Rest for the Wicked. Check it out if you haven't. Another Aussie one, all right. Diary of a Madman. This is just, again, I'm a huge Randy Rhoads fan, and I might get slack because I haven't put the first album in, but I've put this one, and because I love the cover, I love the songs on here. Diary of a Madman just absolutely kicks arse. Yes, now I'm thinking to myself, I've forgotten to put Blizzard on, and that's got Mr. Crowley. What was I thinking? That's the problem. When your house is on fire, you're not always thinking straight. So that's why I've put this amazing album on and forgot Blizzard. Sorry, you Randy Rhoads purists. But then you would just be buying Quiet Riot. Taking Quiet Riot with you. Let's go for somebody different. Let's go for this. And yes, it's going to be the only Iron Maiden album in this lineup. The Number of the Beast. Normally I would pick up Somewhere in Time along with this. But this is the one that first got me into Iron Maiden. And it's the one where I absolutely love nearly everything on here. And it's got a really cool, this sounds really awesome, this album. And the songs like Children of the Damned, The Prisoner, 22 Acacia Avenue, The Number of the Beast, Run to the Hills, Hallowed Be Thy Name. My God, that is a hell of a lot of songs, and they play probably all of those still in their set today. And yeah, just name one of the other albums that they play nearly every song from one album on it in their live set. I don't think there is any. Right, next one. Another Aussie album, but it's with Black Sabbath. Sabotage. Yes, you're thinking this one over the first album. Well, I actually love all the technical stuff in this one, where it goes all over the place in the songs. I used to listen to this to go to sleep with and have my earphones in, and some of the stuff that you hear with earphones on, it's stuff you don't normally hear when you got the stereo with the speakers going in the room. You hear loads of other weird and wonderful things that you don't normally hear from normal speakers. But yeah, when they're in your ear, this thing sounds absolutely killer. But yeah, there you go. Sabotage. Signal, Loud and Clear. The only one I've got in this lineup from Mark III. The best AOR album ever, in my opinion. And if you like AOR, go and check it out. I love all the songs on there. And I don't play it much anymore. I did play it the other day, but I hadn't played it for quite a while. I think I wasn't in the mood to be listening to some of this And then I did listen to it. I thought, my God, that is really cool. So that's from 1990, I think. 1990. It's either that or 89. Operation Mindcrime. Absolutely stonking. What's the word? Why have I forgotten it? Concept album. That's it. Absolutely amazing. Chris DeGarmo and Michael Wilton with just killer duo, and all of the guys together at that time were just, it was awesome. I don't care for what it is now. This is the time I prefer the first few albums with Jeff and the original guys. So what more can we say? This will always be in my lineup of albums to grab. Hysteria sounds amazing today as it did back in the day. Probably sounded very far ahead of its time back in the day. And I think, yeah, even I remember it did, yeah. And it is just 11 out of 10 album, just amazing. Next one, Pyromania. Again, other than one track that lets it down, which is Action Not Words, this is stonking awesomeness. And I think most people who watch this will agree. From 1983. We're going for another Def Leppard one. High and Dry. This probably would be my favourite out of the 80s Def Leppard. Probably my favourite album of all time from Def Leppard. Hysteria would be very, very close to this. But yeah, High and Dry. What more can you say? Amazing. No, no, no. I'm not. I don't really say yes, yes, yes to that song. It's not something. I think they should have, put Me and My Wine on there. So, yes, that would have been a better song. It is a better song. So, it's a funny song as well. But yeah, High and Dry, absolutely killer. 1981. Another Queensryche album. The Warning. Again, first full album. Just insanely awesome. Take Hold of the Flame, Roads to Madness, NM156, No Sanctuary, Before the Storm, and all those. Child of Fire, just up there. Yes, this is like, I've been listening to this today again with some of the stuff from the next album I'll show you, and that is Rage for Order. Again, amazing. I Dream in Infrared, London, Screaming in Digital. I Will Remember, The Whisper, Walk in the Shadows, The Killing Words. Just wow, absolutely wow. Go and check that out from 1986. Just insane. David Coverdale, Whitesnake. Whitesnake, the first solo album by him after leaving Deep Purple. Just one. I've always loved this cover. I've always loved that David had come from such a big band to just leaving and then going on his own. That must have been quite scary. And then making an album, he must have been like, I don't know, just constantly thinking, I've got to get something like this done, or get something like that done, which is the next one I'll show you. That must be a huge step down. That's like going from being, a highly paid person who works in a bank to dropping down to be a shelf filler in a supermarket. That could be a scary sort of drop in, you know, salary and your job title and position of what band you're in. Yeah, but yeah, this is him being hungry to make his own music, and I love this album loads, absolutely loads. Hole in the Sky is my favourite, and yeah, the other songs are great as well. Time on My Side, Lady, Peace, Love and Man. The demo of that is awesome as well. Next one, North Winds, second solo album by David Coverdale. And so this is 1978, just on that 1978 where he's starting Whitesnake and the band. And yeah, this gets released. And this is the closest thing to a Whitesnake album. And the songs on it are just awesome. And I must say, on the first David Coverdale album, he's got the song Blind Man, which went on to be on Reddy and Willen Whitesnake album. It was redone slightly. But yeah, this is proper, you know, going into Whitesnake. Highly recommended. Check it out. Oh, North Wind's the song. Keep on Giving Love. Time and Again. Only My Soul. Say You Love Me. Queen of Hearts. Great songs. Let's do something different. Chris Rea, Shamrock Diaries. Probably my favourite Chris Rea album. Bet you didn't think I was going to show you this. And there's only one song there I don't care for, and that's the song Josephine. I hate it. I know that's done about his daughter. Steel River, Stainsbury Girls, One Golden Rule, Chisel Hill I love it. Shamrock Diaries, love that song a lot, and Hired Gone is just amazing. All Summer Long as well. Love Turns to Lies. If you've never heard Chris Rea, I recommend go and listen to this. Different to what I've shown you previous, but yeah. Let's go with this one. My favourites. I shouldn't have pulled this one out actually. This one's fallen apart. I've got a few copies of this, and I shouldn't have pulled out the one that's fallen apart. Would you believe? And it is Queen's Sheer Heart Attack. I love loads of Queen, but this is the one that's got most of the songs I like the most, if you get what I mean. Sheer Heart Attack, Killer Queen. Sorry, this hasn't got Sheer Heart Attack on it. Sheer Heart Attack's on News of the World. This has got Killer Queen, Now I'm Here, In the Lap of the Gods, Stone Cold Crazy, which is, they're all cool songs. And yeah, that's my favourite. Let me know your favourites, and let me know what 25 you would pick. You can only have 25. Please don't cheat. Put 26, because I could have done that and put Rust in Peace. 27, I could put Skid Row as well, but I'm not doing that. You've just seen what I've got in my hand, Coverdale Page. This album is start to finish amazing, and I've just thought of another album that I should have put in here. Maybe a couple more, but I'm not going to, because I'm sticking to 25, and that's what you have to do. So yeah, Shake My Tree, Waiting on You, Taking Me for a Little While, Pride and Joy, Over Now, Easy Does It, Take a Look at Yourself, Don't Really Leave Me This Way, Absolution Blues is killer, and Whisper a Prayer for the Dying is just insanely amazing. But yeah, go and check out that. David Coverdale, Whitesnake. I've shown a lot of stuff with him on. might be because he is one of my favourite singers, alongside Freddie Mercury. And then we're going to go on to this one, which you might have seen at the start when I was holding it this way by accident. But yeah, Heart's Little Queen. I would have liked to have put Dog and Butterfly on this list, but I can only have 25. But this is more, you know, Barracuda, Love Alive, Sylvan Song, Dream of the Archer. That is an amazing song. I like the Led Zeppelin-esque thing of Dream of the Archer. Folky, Little Queen, Treat Me Well. What a ballad that is. Say Hello, Go On Cry. No, Cry to Me and Go On Cry. But yeah, from 1977. Fantastic stuff. And let me know which ones of those you wouldn't have chose. Let me know the ones you choose. It'd be nice to see the stuff in the comments. This video is long, but you can't do 25 albums without being long. I tried doing it in 10 minutes. It don't work. So cheers for watching, and keep rocking and listening to whatever it is you listen to. And please let me know what you think. See ya.